today. From Soldier Field in Chicago.
Oh, this is
it's
a
week
fun
4
game right
of
here.
the NFL on EA Sports.
Fun game, guys.
We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, we need to pause this.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play.
Nick Foles.
They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, in early season.
No. No, 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 no. We will not have Topinski play. Nope.
Tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tariq Cohen on the return.
Well, here comes the Bears offense led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, baby.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Foles.
And there goes Foles. I held on to the ball too long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense
can take flag?
Over and get some points on the board.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, we're going to accept that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Wow. Colts already choking
so
as
the
it
special
is.
teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Be careful how they do this.
Indianapolis.
Rivers on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Oh my goodness gracious, what was I doing there? Wow.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Man. Here we go.
T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. But I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and then go deep.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles.
Come on.
Not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now.
And down he goes.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
And there it goes. That's a safety. That should be a safety. What?
Providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously.
Oh, they're on him too quick.
Hey, what is that? That's a touchdown. What are you thinking, Colts? Wow.
They didn't have the normal cushion there in order to put the ball away. At least a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
Wow, what a block for the Bears.
Stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
We got an injured play on the other
very
team.
rare block, punt, scooped, and returned.
I can't believe
for a touchdown. What an exciting play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's why this defense is nasty.
And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's a white bag over there.
They'll start by handing this off to Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
Rivers pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Grab there by Zach Pascal. He's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster. But when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
On them. Ball start.
Offense.
Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down, gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack.
Good job.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Colts.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll toss this right side to Mack.
Good job.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw is Rivers, and he'll get
Come on, why is he targeting him, though?
Indianapolis. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Come on, defense. We're going to wake up
after,
now.
right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do
Good job.
to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, of course they were going to blitz.
Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Foles.
No! Why would you turn?
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
No.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a hit.
Fumble.
Lost the football.
Come on. Wow, guys, we could have gotten that.
Recovered by the offense.
Man.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 14, Bears 7.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Come on, guys, get in front of the player.
First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rivers is not good.
Here's Mack. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Down at the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rivers' throw going to be taken in by Campbell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Do the stupid air
Now
horn again.
a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Mack.
Come on, there we go.
30 after a gain of 3.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion.
Look at the air horn.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now.
Come
That's how he wants to
on.
continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
What? Ow! This game is so unrealistic.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to run with Mack.
Nope.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say something.
And he takes
Oh
it
my
in
God,
for a
this is
Colts
freaking...
score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
What the
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Oh, come on.
And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Freaking hold the ball. What the fuck was that?
Intended for Jimmy Graham.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Good job.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Foles.
Oh, wow. He got
That
hit
is
in the
incomplete.
back.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Wow.
They'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Carried by the running back.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Freaking get the ball.
Sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Colts 21.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And 5.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Intercepted, baby. Let's go.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score a pick 6.
Let's go.
Touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Good job.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you,
Good
I
job.
had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
40-yard line.
They run the draw play with Mack.
Good
Nowhere
job.
to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun.
Oh.
Rivers. And it
Should have been
falls
picked.
incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over.
25-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
23 yards on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep it.
And
Touchdown.
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later.
Pressure,
and there he goes.
Taken down. A Bear sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Rivers. This goes underneath to Doyle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run here with Mack. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
No, I don't want to suggest
their own 39-yard line.
Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Wow. Matthew Stafford's throwing a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Wow. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kenyon Drake, a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
The kickoff for Chicago.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
Mack off the draw play. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
No.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on second down. Rivers, and he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete.
Rivers pass Complete.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
He dumps this off to Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a run with Mack. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Mack, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Good job.
They'll run the screen with Mack. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got his man.
Strike the ball out of his hand, guys.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack.
And of course, they get the
game for a Colts touchdown.
Defense just doesn't know how to do anything against the Colts.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Both need to see something, guys.
Trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Come on.
They get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Oh, the touchdown! Let's go!
Enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 75 yards.
Wait, that should be a touchdown.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Doesn't matter. We're about to
play, a
get
chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Patterson.
What kind
and
of one play
the
was
average
that?
a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Patterson.
Oh my goodness. All right, you guys are going to blitz the whole entire time?
He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Okay.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about it.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted.
Man, you know.
Tavon Wilson. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down to the 39.
The ball carrier.
A huge play that time for the Colts.
Defense, wake
31 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. This is 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Rivers, middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle.
Defense.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run.
And nobody was in.
Mack.
Why was nobody coming to the middle?
Before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they...
Wow.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
His defense is just doing nothing for me now.
And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed.
He caught it.
Inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap
And that's a good start right there.
Oh, come on.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, 1 second. Okay.
They run with Patterson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brought down by Anthony Walker. That's a gain of 7.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle me.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like,
all right, guys, they need to stop this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the red zone now, Rivers. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Mack, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10. And they're on 31.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
What?
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
What?
Oh, he dropped
How do you
it.
not hold
They
the
were
ball?
looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
The 30-yard line.
Here's Foles.
What are you doing, Foles?
Heavy rush, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I'd always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he caught it.
And that is
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Demetrius Harris. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
What?
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well.
Wow.
Delivered right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Oh, come on. He had the ball in the hands.
Play is under review.
He was in. Still ball control. Thank you.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Okay.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The ball carrier. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Nobody's watching him go downfield.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. And the clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
Good job.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
They'll run on 1st down. It's back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go right back to back.
Oh, my God.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Defense.
Down the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. His first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Yeah, another one.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
So Foles and the Bears now down by 6, a little under a minute 50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletion. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's
caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force defense bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take me out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And he's got Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to.